Alright, here we are with the next part of Rolling Realms, All the Realms Explained. If you're looking for any of the previous ones that do not fall between Minigolf and Skoventyr, but are before them, check up above. I'll have a link to the playlist that has all the other ones, including the base set from Rolling Realms Redux, the base set from Rolling Realms, and then the promo packs up until this point. And then when the other video gets released, that will be in there as well. So let us get started with these 10 with Minigolf. Minigolf. Choose a lane, mark its bottommost unmarked par hex, don't gain anything, then fill a number of circles bottom up. You can't use a number that would fill a circle not matching that number or that would overfill a lane. When filling a lane's hole, the top circle, gain that lane's unmarked par rewards and stars. I will say you can work on multiple holes at once. You don't need to finish a hole before you move on to the next one. So if I had these two dice here, let me analyze both dice individually. The 4 could be played here because it is less than or equal to 5. The 4 can play here because, again, it is less than or equal to 4. And it can be played here because it is greater or equal than 3. The 6, on the other hand, could not be played here because it's greater than 5. Same thing with here, it's greater than 4. However, it is greater than 3, so I could play the 6 here. Let's use our 6 as the example for this one. So the first thing I would do is I'd mark off this hex, and then that 6. So I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then going to another roll, if I had the 2s, I could not do a 2 here because 2 is not greater than 3, but I could go to one of these. So then again, you'll be doing this, filling in, so say we mark that, say we filled in all the way up to here, and then the next roll we have double 5s. I could not put a 5 here because it would overfill it, so I'm looking at least a 3, which I would not actually be able to get because 3 is not greater than 4, so that would have been a bad move on that hole. But say, instead I had something that looked like this, I could then use the 5 as my third one, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In that regards, I would get a star, a coin, a star, a pumpkin, and a heart, so I could fill in my 2 stars there. So that is Minigolf. Momiji. Write a number on any card. The little asterisk indicates that the number you write must be exactly +1 higher than the already linked numbers. When 2 adjacent cards are filled, gain the benefit in between, so you're going to score a star for vertically adjacent filled cards. So, if I put a 2 here, I can put anything here because it doesn't have the little asterisk symbols. Those are just between the up and down cards. So then this would have to be a 3. And then this would have to be a 4. So I'm going to give you one more example. If I had done a 2 there, and in a later turn I did a 4 here, I could not fill this card in because this is going to expect it to be a 5 from this side and a 3 from this side, and it can only be one number. So you can't just have it be one direction. However, if you did a 2 and a 2, that would be able to be a 3 because it's 1 higher and 1 higher from there. Then, of course, as you're filling these in, you'll be getting what's between them. So that is Momiji. Obsession. So you're going to be starting at a reputation level 1. So you're either going to use a number higher than your current reputation to raise it by 1, where you'll outline it, or use a number that is less than or equal to your reputation to invite a guest, mark it, and gain their benefit. Start again with reputation 1. So, if this is my roll, I have 2 options. I can use the 1 to invite a guest. You'll see we have a 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and a 5. So I could use this to invite either one of these guests. If I invite this guest, I would simply mark them off, give myself a star, and grab the heart. Alternatively, I can instead use the 2 to go up on my reputation. So we'll do another roll. So now we have double 4s. So in this instance, I don't have a number that's less than or equal to my reputation. So if I want to use a number on obsession, I could use the 4 to again kick up my reputation level by 1. You are going to get stars from the 5 guests here that you can invite, and if you reach reputation level 5, you will also get a star. So that is Obsession by Calvin Klein. Onirim. Alright, this has a long paragraph. Fill the row, left to right. Adjacent symbols must differ. Every 3 steps, mark the door to gain the rewards. Instead of filling the row, a key can trigger a prophecy. If the dice rolled on the next turn have a sum of 6 or higher, unmodified, cross off a nightmare. So what's going to happen is as you roll, you are going to use the dice one of 2 ways. You are either going to, based on the number, draw a symbol in there. So right now I have 2 4s. So I would be drawing this moon on this card. Then next turn, I would not be able to use a moon on this next card. It'd have to be a circle or a key. So if I had a 1, I could do a circle, like so. And then if I rolled again with a 1 and 4, I could now do the moon again. In this instance, I'd cross off the door and immediately gain those resources. Alternatively, if I have a 5 or a 6, I can instead circle one of these keys, and then in the next round, when we do our rolling, we rolled a 7, which is 6 or higher. So I would then mark this off to show that I've done it, cross off the nightmare, and get the star. Had this been circled, and I rolled a 3, this gets marked off, but I do not cross off a nightmare, for it was lower than 6. If you are using the Fleet the Dice Game realm, which I went over last video, its middle ability, you can influence the outcome of a prophecy. However, you cannot trigger multiple prophecies in one turn. Alrighty, so that is Onirim. Parks. Use a number to hike to a matching site down a trail. Outline it to gain the benefit, some include a cost, and cross off all previous sites you may not backtrack. So using my 2 and 6 here, I have multiple options. I can just spend the 2. We'll say outline this one here, gain a coin, and cross off that pumpkin. That is one option. If I had this roll again later and I had this, and I have that pumpkin now, I could then choose, you know what, I'm going to jump all the way to the end, circle this, spend my pumpkin, and then cross these off. Granted, now I will not be able to get that star, though. So again, you wouldn't be able to backtrack, so had I instead jumped to this 2, all these are crossed off, so at no point could I then use a 5 to come back here and get that star. So you're going to be gaining stars as you go down the trail, and then spending the resources on these very last spots. So that is Parks and Recreation. Potion Explosion. Fill an ingredient with a number not currently on that potion. At any time, even when not activating this realm, if a potion is complete, you may mark and use its ability. You're going to score stars for completed potions. So if I say had a 2 here and a 6 here, in some future turn, I can always mark there or cross it off if that's how I want to, and I gain a die, any number, and then the rules for created dies still apply to that one, whereas you can't use it in a realm that you've already activated, and so forth. This next one is gain 1 resource per star scored in this realm. So if I had 2, 5, and 3 in here, and I chose to activate this one, at this point right now, I would get 3 resources, because I have the 3 stars. Dink, dink, and dink. This bottom one is when you use this one, you can activate a realm you already activated this turn, including the Potion Explosion realm. You're going to act as if that realm had not been activated yet, and you do not need to spend pumpkins to do so. So that is Potion Explosion. Praga, Caput, Regni. Use a die to move clockwise that number of wheel sectors. The end sector must have an open circle. Mark the circle where you started and outline a circle where you end, then gain the end benefit. You're going to mark and score 1 star every time you cross the red line and score stars as benefits from the wheel. So if I had a 4, you're going to start here where it shows start. So you're going to fill that in and go 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to outline this and gain a pumpkin. Now on a future turn, say I have a 5. I'm going to again start here, fill this in, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get the coin, I pass that, which means I get that star. If this is filled in and I'm starting from here and I get a 2, I would not be able to use it here because I'd be 1, 2, and there is no open circle to finish it in. However, if I had a 3, I would go 1, 2, 3, circle that, marking that one off. You do not skip these, you still count those even if they are filled. So that is Praga, Caput, Regni. Role player. Use a number to move to an unfilled orthogonally adjacent circle. Then fill the previous circle, outline the current circle, and gain the current circle's benefit. Score stars when moving onto the indicated circles. So you're going to be starting right here in the center. On a roll of 1, you can move left, 2 is up, 3 is right, 4 is down. A 5 and 6 allows you to move up, down, left, or right. Again, you're going to be gaining the stuff on the new one. So if I had this 2 right here, I would then move up here, add that, fill this one in, and gain 2 hearts, and then hope that in a future round I can get a 3, because a 3 would then allow me to move over here, fill this in, and then get 2 stars, thusly trying to work your way around to get all of the stars. So that is Role Player. Rolling Realms. Fill an empty face on any world, then mark and gain a benefit below that world. You're going to score 1 star per complete world, whose faces each have a different number, and you are going to score 1 star per complete world whose sum is equal to the sum of another world, whether that world is complete or not. However, to get all 6 stars, all 3 worlds must be complete, all 3 worlds must have the same sum, and the faces in each world must all be different. So if we had a 2, a 4, and a 3, so this totals up to 9, they're all different, I would have gained these, so we have a star. So now we'll go ahead and let's do a 3, a 5, and a 1. So now this one is 9. They are all different. That gives me a star. And right now I get 2 stars because those 2 are the same. And I would have gotten these. And then if this is a 2, a 4, and a 1, this is 6, 7. So I would only get the 1 star because it is not equal to those other worlds. So that is Rolling Realms. Skoventyr. Assign a number less than or equal to the number of remaining trees. Your trees are depicted here in the circle, so you're starting off with 6 of them. Outline that number of circles clockwise and gain benefits. Then mark as many outlined circles as the number you landed on, or cross off 1 tree. So let's say we have a 5. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We gain this heart. We then have to cross off 5, so luckily we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have just enough. So the next time we're going to say assign this 3. We go 1, 2, 3. We get that heart. We need to cross off 7. We can't, so you're going to mark off a tree. So going forward, we can no longer assign a 6 to this round because we only have 5 remaining trees. You are going to be getting your stars moving around on that spot there, 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 and there. You're going to notice that some of the spots are highlighted. That is to depict what you get. So the pinkish one is a heart. The little orangish yellow one is a star. And then the yellow is a coin. And then you have an orange for a pumpkin. So that is Skoventyr. And that wraps it up for this 10. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to be alerted to when the next 10 hits, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. You can also like this video and share it so more people can get explained the realms to them. Comment down below which of these realms is your favorite. And until next time, roll out.